feel like Batman. I can't turn my head without turning my shoulders. At least Batman's face shield doesn't fog up. Morning, YouTube! Mindspinner here. This is my third attempt to try to start my next vlog. I'm getting repeatedly frustrated with the camera settings on my GoPro. Seems no matter what I try, I always get a downward view. No matter how much I change my mount, it's always the same. Yeah, you're supposed to yield to them, dude. So I'm on wide view right now. Back to the fishbowl. And maybe I'd actually get a vlog out of this one. But on Monday, I went on a ride. I went up to McKinney, went through some back roads up there, and it was a pretty good ride. I played it safe. First time back on the bike for a long ride through the twisties, so I took it. Oh hey, took it a little safe. All right, so I got to get to my Dallas topic real fast because I'm here. And I wish it was lighter out so that you could actually see what I'm looking at. What I talked about, Large Marge, there's number 1. You might be able to see it lit up there, I don't know. But they finally poured concrete for Large Marge number 2 for eastbound. I had a picture on my old phone of downtown Dallas in some fog, it was cloud cover. But they hadn't even started on this bridge and it looked really weird. But the architect that designed this bridge and that one over there, and I think there's another one that he designed, is Santiago Calatrava. He's very well known for his bridges. So it's about 43, 44. I finally got my heated gloves. Tried them yesterday. My hands were nice and toasty by the time I got to my work. Wahoo! Alright, so that was my very short Dallas topic today. After my first motorcycle vlog, I noticed that Alright, my Mercedes, what are you doing? I had to edit a lot because I was listening to my favorite band and singing along, and I sounded like a moron. I mean, sometimes, yeah, every now and then it's okay. But man, it gets old after a while. Okay, so my motoring topic, lane position. This is the third attempt I've tried to talk about this. Lane position. Here's how I interpret it as I was taught from my MSF course. You want to protect the lane that you're in as much as possible. So if I'm the far left lane as I am right now, I'm trying to protect the lane from somebody coming up on the right. And I'm gonna get onto the freeway here. Smells like Pop-Tarts. So I want to protect my lane from that Yahoo right there so he doesn't change lanes into me. That's why I'm on the far left lane position. And if I'm in the far right lane, I'll do the same thing. I'll stay in this left lane position. Well, this was a parking lot yesterday. It's nice. So I'm staying in the left-hand lane position as I take this exit. Try to cut a nice line like I was not doing on Monday. Far left lane, right lane position. Okay, so now I got enough room and not a whole lot of people to deal with. let's say I wanted to stay in this lane over here. I'm going to stay in the left lane position. Wow. Because I want to protect my lane from people that might come into it. Now, sometimes common sense might say, well, no, you want to avoid other drivers, so you want to be in the far right lane position. Well, yes, but look at all that real estate that they're going to take up. That's how it was explained to me in my MSF course. Some people like to say, well, we'll go best of both worlds. Stay away from people, but also protect the lane. I don't like to do that. I like to stay in this left lane position. Once we get closer to work, I'll show you how I treat a 2-lane highway, one lane each direction. Hands are nice and warm. So I've covered my Dallas topic, my motoring topic. So here's news of the day. I've been listening to a lot of OC Remix on my old phone. That's what I use for music. That way I can keep my new phone saturated with apps and stuff. I don't know if you know what OC Remix, but it stands for Overclocked Remix. It's basically a whole bunch of video game music fans taking their favorite themes and favorite pieces from video games and redoing it, remixing it. Sometimes having a completely different take on a theme. There's one by a band called the Stratosphere, and they actually have 2 albums. And I don't know how to describe it. I would call them an experimental group. What they did, their version of Super Mario Brothers 2 theme, world theme. They call it Super Buck Jazz, and it's hilarious. It's awesome. Anyway, so I've been listening to a lot of OC Remix, and specifically a lot of Metroid OC Remix. Metroid is one of my favorite games ever since the first one came out in '86 on the NES, which I have. Never beat it. It's really hard. And I never have enough time to sit down in one sitting and beat it, because that's basically what you have to do. Because the password system is useless. You always, whenever you put in a password, you always come up with the lowest energy possible. In one hit, you're almost dead. So ever since that came out, I've been a big Metroid fan, even though it was hard and I couldn't beat it. I thought it was just cool. So listening to this music has inspired me to play all the way through the Metroid series in story chronological order, that being Metroid, or in my case, Metroid Zero Mission. Then I'm going to break out the Wii and play the Metroid Prime trilogy, because that comes after Metroid. Then after the Wii, I'm going to put my GameCube back in with the Game Boy player. That's how I'm playing Metroid Zero Mission. I'm going to play Metroid 2 and kill all of the Metroids. And I'm going to play Super Metroid on the Wii, the Virtual Console. Then I'm going to play Other M on the Wii, which is a pretty controversial game. I liked it. I really like the gameplay and the graphics. Then after that is Metroid Fusion. Woo! Oh, that wind's cold. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm on a 2-lane highway. 1 lane each direction. There's nobody right in front of me, so I'm staying in the center lane position, because if they're paying attention, which probably most of them aren't, new Mustang, they should be able to see me. Especially if it's in the middle of the day and I have my brights on. So center lane position. Coming up on some people in front of me. Ugh. a dude that lives out here that has a red BRZ. And I always pass him whenever I'm not driving the BRZ. Okay, so I'm coming up on traffic in front of me. I'm going to hover in the left lane position. Again, people would think, no, you want to stay away from that oncoming traffic as possible. But it's easier to dodge something that you can see, and if they can see you, they know not to turn into you. So I've got to figure out what you're gonna say, dude.